Good evening and welcome to Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. Tonight we have a Group E match between Lewis and JohnnyAxXx, and we will be going to, let me just quickly check, Dartmoor and Marrakesh. If you don't know how Roulette Rivals works, it's quite simple. You get a spin, say for example it's Hokkaido, and you'd have to kill Eric Soders with the robot arms whilst dressed as the chef, and Yuki Yamazaki with a pistol whilst dressed as the hospital director. You get those 2 kills, you exit the level with 5 stars, and you'll get 2 points. If neither player manages it within the 30 minutes, then there will be a point each. 3 matches, like I say, Dartmoor and Marrakesh, and the third one chosen at random. The spin will be with us. Let's have a quick look. In about 2 and a bit minutes. So we're going to have a quick look at the mission briefing, see why we're here.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the 3 families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Good evening and welcome to another Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021 match. This is a Group E match between Lewis and JohnnyAxXx. We'll be going to Dartmoor, which, as you can see, has been chosen by Lewis. Lewis with a 2-0 lifetime performance, 100% win rate. Johnny has not been to Dartmoor apparently. Well, that's all about to change for Johnny, but looking forward to that. I'm on my own at the minute, no co-caster, but that's all right. I have you chaps in the chat to keep me company. Okay, here we go. This should be pretty quick. We've got Alexa Carlisle with a pair of shears as the bodyguard. Infer, if you want to join me, mate, you are more than welcome to hop in the Shoutcast channel. Would be lovely to see you. Okay, so yeah, bodyguard. Lewis is already in. I didn't see his loadout. Let's have a quick scoochie. He started as the mansion staff. Interesting. Johnny's still planning, which might be a bit of an issue considering it's Dartmoor. Dartmoor does not take long if you get it right first try. Okay, yeah, Johnny is having a good old think, isn't he? Lewis. Nice calmer on the 2 enforcers. Ooh. Hello. Not messing around here. How you doing, dude? Good to have you in.
Just a last second. Yeah, good to be here.
Good to have you. Yeah, Lewis taking a very direct approach here. He's
Peculiar icons above the safe.
Might just be the winning one since the shears are out in this balcony.
They are. Well, the nearest ones, and Johnny's taking exactly the same approach as well, apart from he's gone with the private eye.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured.
Lewis has the
Time
file.
to take care of Madame Carlyle.
Madame Carlo is out here all by her lones. Look at this, that's
Madame
rapid.
Carlyle's office.
This is going to
I
be
bet
sub
that's where she keeps the
130.
file on Arthur Edwards. Mission
It
Yes,
streams a
everything
little bit
done.
pixelated.
47.
Thank you for the
But
raid.
misses the drop.
That's alright, he can still get it. We've all done that. Oh no, he's missed it again.
Second try.
Oh, come on, Lewis. Right in the corner. Right in the corner. A little bit over. That's it. There. Right there. He's got it now. And Johnny just gets the kill on Alexa. He's got to get himself the case file. Or has he already got it? No, he's already got it as well. But Lewis is out at 1 minute and 1 minute and 48 seconds. Johnny with the much quicker time look of 1 minute and 25 seconds. But he did load in a lot slower. I don't think the loading times are going to save. We do have a photo finish. Infra, you admin in this one? I believe you are.
I am the lucky person to look at this very quickly. Luis finished 10 seconds earlier and he's the console player, so I'm not expecting this to be a long check, but
No.
I do have to check this one.
Of course you do.
So I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, Infra Fun, you go and have fun with your maths. It's not as if Infra Fun doesn't like his maths. But yeah, I mean, looking at those times, I mean, JohnnyAxXx was rapid, but Dartmoor planning is crucial. You got to get in and out. I mean, look at that, especially a roulette spin at 1 minute and 25. We could have a record here. There's a very good chance. Records do get broken on the reg. But Lewis, 1 minute 48, solid play. Really went in with no prevarication. There may be a question as to his starting point, but it didn't matter because the planning was so quick. That was the point. Get in, get out. It's not a record due to being RTA. Okay. It had to be done before 2 minutes had passed in real life. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That's how quick it has to be to beat Dartmoor now. Not a world record then. That's a shame. But either way, in for fun. Absolutely making double plus sure that neither player is going to get screwed over. But you can make a decent assumption that Lewis has probably got that. What with
He
me?
did indeed.
Go on then, give us the numbers.
So Luis's one single load was 12 seconds compared to Johnny's 9, so even Luis extended his lead by 3 additional seconds and wins Dartmoor by 13.
Wow. See, there wasn't that much in it, really, was there? That was pretty
But
damn
it
quick.
scared me so much when he missed the drop twice. I wouldn't even have triggered the official photo finish if he had done the drop first try, but better safe than sorry, and
Yeah.
off to Marrakesh.
I did mess up the predictions there. I've called it Who Takes Round 1 again, even though it is actually Round 2, but it is a new bet, so please feel free to gamble your hard-earned Bruce Bucks away. Now, where are we off to? We are off to Marrakesh. So we may as well... Well, before we leave Dartmoor there in for fun, what did you think of that? I mean, obviously there was a lot to take in very quickly, but Lewis, quick planning, that saved the day from there. It was no... I mean, I know what I've got to do. I know where the shears are. I know where the bodyguards are. Really quick takedown of those guards and things in the hallway. None of this waiting for her to go into the office. So it was quite impressive.
Lovely strategy for these kind of disguises. By the time in the upstairs mentioned ones and maybe the PI, this is probably the quickest mainline strategy, and combined with the shears, he could definitely capitalize on the fact that Johnny took an awful lot to load in, unfortunately. And yeah, Luis was just very determined to take his own map.
Fair play. Okay, we're going to have a quick look at the mission briefing for Marrakesh, and yeah, we'll be back in a bit.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil riots are looming. Your targets are private banker Klaus Strandberg and Army General Reza Zaidan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial for investment fraud. But early this morning, a band of heavily armed mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers. Strandberg now takes refuge at his native Swedish consulate, in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his handover to Moroccan authorities. We believe General Zaydan orchestrated Strandberg's escape to infuriate the public and spark nationwide riots, allowing Zaydan to impose martial law. Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby abandoned school, he will no doubt use the riots to depict the Rabat government as weak and inept, and persuade the general staff to support a fully fledged military coup in the name of national security. Our client, building contractor Hamilton Lowe, who stands to lose a fortune in government contracts, has hired us to prevent the coup d'etat. To do so, you need to paralyze Zaydan's rebel forces and prevent the riots from escalating further, hence the double contract. This is quite the political powder keg, 47, so be careful. The fate of a nation is at stake. I will leave you to prepare.
And welcome back to Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021. This is a Group E match between Lewis and JohnnyAxXx. Lewis taking the first map, Dartmoor, very, very quickly. 1 minute 48 in-game time. JohnnyAxXx with a 1 minute and 20 something, I believe. He was rather rapid, but Lewis planned very, very quickly, was in as quick as he could be. It was a photo finish, but Lewis won that by 14 seconds. But we do now go on to Johnny's pick, which is Marrakesh. And yeah, what are you hoping to see from Marrakesh then, in for fun?
Well, besides the obviously the spin that I know from the strategy wise, I know you meant that is obviously something different than the main line, than the meta. And JohnnyAxXx is one of the most creative players, so it might be a spin which helps him show us something special. It might not be, and just it depends on the luck of the draw, but we'll see very soon now.
Creative is exactly the word to use with John. You see some of them, Ducker and Johnny. Creative is exactly the word.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the spin is here, in for fun. Would you like to tell the people what it is?
We have Reza Zaydan, falling object as the masseur, and Klaus Strandberg, a letter opener, as consulate security.
Okay, so the letter opener is in Klaus's little office there.
Yes.
Of course, there is a consulate security guard roaming around that area. So we're probably going to see a consulate start, because you also need the masseur, which is right there.
Everything tends towards consulate start with this one, obviously, and the disguise and the kill method are just both within reach. So this could be one of the quickest Klaus kills, because you can get to his office before he exits, and I expect Johnny and Lewis to do the same.
And Johnny straight in. Look, Lewis got a bit of loading time there, like you say. He is on console. And Spot the Cat making a very good point. Probably going to see a toilet launch, and we've got a replayer from Johnny already. Okay, Lewis not going straight at the office.
Yeah, sure, of course.
But instead for the masseur, perhaps?
I hope he's not going for Cherry Blossom, or whatever the one is called. Oh, he's going straight for the masseur. Masseuse?
Yeah.
Masseur.
Connie Engström.
Connie Engström, that's the dude. And Johnny there making the janitor that could rip him sick, and using the breacher.
I think this was the reason he was hesitating, because the breacher was meant to be for the flying toilet, but now he has a second breacher.
Yes, of course. There's the change, and here goes the kill. And we got a rip from Lewis there. I missed what happened with Lewis. I was too busy seeing what Johnny was doing there, but Johnny, impressive as always. Look at that. Within 40 seconds, Klaus is dead, and JohnnyAxXx will be on his way down to grab himself Connie Engström. Does have an issue. He's got that guard. and also that member of the public that's now in the way.
Now to locate Klaus Strandberg.
But
Yeah, so you can turn him around 180 degrees by this throw, but what will be the approach with the other NPC? Or
he just
'cause I know
walks
that-
off, and now the timing should match up nicely to knock out Connie. He can do that now and box him.
Yeah, wrong dart gun in his hand, but now it's the corner and the shot. And that should be hidden enough, just barely.
Oh.
He has the disguise.
Okay, so Johnny gonna now make his way over to the school, avoiding the cameras. Can't be bothered to go. There's only 3 cameras on this level, and they're all in the consulate. One in the car park. Oh, we got a bit of trouble for Lewis there.
Trying to get to Klaus, still green guns, but yes, there's some
Big whoosh, and
searching.
that's gonna turn red, and it's turned red.
Oh,
Oh, Lewis. Yeah, that's red guns for Lewis. That's another rip for him. Johnny, 1 minute and 54 seconds in-game time. On his way to the school. Does have a karma, so we're going to see a karma shot on one of the gate guards, probably. Or is he?
oh.
Hello. Interesting to
This
see
one
what's
I'm not
going on.
sure. This one is new to me.
Most impressive, 47.
Is there a falling object
Now to
down
locate
here?
Klaus Strandberg.
I was half expecting to see a toilet launch.
Yeah, at the very
Oh.
least, the direct approach, but he's looking for coins, because,
Coins.
of course, the launch requires some items under the breach in charge. Now I understand. Yeah.
Does
You
it
need some
now?
coins.
Oh, you can't just
Yes.
put a ducky next to the toilet and go? Of course, he'll pick up the ducky. But
I think it wouldn't fly in the sense that we expect it. You need some items under it so that the explosion gets its effect on the coins, and the coins, some physics, I guess, that
yeah, sure,
the
you
coins
see,
will make fly.
you see it all the time with that geeky guy with the propane launch. He likes that one. T Nort likes to use the Bernardo one, clay pigeon shooting type thing, where you launch the target in the air very, very high. You're putting loads of coins underneath the target, using the breach in charge. Like you say, all the energy goes into the coins then fly, then making the target fly. So, yep, that makes more sense now. Johnny,
And
going nice and
obviously-
safe.
Yeah, this is going to be remote for him, so might as well change into a non-trespassing disguise, set up the...
So
Oh, what am I talking? The coins are needed to get Reza in position, because where he looks at the... I'm just realizing so late, because I'm not used to this strategy, but he needs coins to get Reza in the corner, because that's where the toilet will fly, and Reza has to be alive, and it has to be a specific spot, and it just took me a couple extra minutes, but remember the strat.
So that's much, much quicker then than like just setting the breach and not the toilet downstairs to where full story mode would go, say. That makes sense.
Yes, and
Okay,
it's-
so Johnny now concentrating on the army truck keys. He's got a bit of time. Does have something going on with guard with a question mark, but should be okay.
Trying to get that keys for an even quicker exit, but that red hat is bigger trouble for Johnny. He just has to wait out those cycles, and well, I guess
Yeah,
unluckily for him, but luckily for this strategy, he doesn't have to rush so much because Reza is so far away.
yeah. Okay, Lewis in the meantime is in the consulate security. Does have Klaus double lured into the vacuum cleaner room. At the 2:36 mark, he gets the kill.
Next up, Reza's
But we'll see how Johnny's insanity affects this. He's back into Connie Angstrom's clothes,
Of course. I just
smelling faintly of sandalwood, no doubt.
Right next to the exit as well, and once
Yep.
Reza notices those coins, and
Target eliminated. Look at that.
that's
Beautiful.
all you need.
Absolutely beautiful.
you can't keep
No messing about from Johnny there. Very, very nice indeed. That one little restart, just to make sure he got what he wanted.
no.
Okay, let's set up round 3.
Dispatch, I've got what appears to be an accident.
And that's definitely that's 2-all then. So both taking their own maps. You love to see it. And we're off to Miami. Lovely, lovely part of the world of assassination. One of my preferred maps, I must admit. I do like Miami. I think you've got a lot of good roulette rival type action that can be had there. You know what I mean?
Has everything from all the different Robert methods, and the same for Sierra. Of course, they have the most important isolations like the laptop and the sugar, but you can speed it up in so many ways, and just the disguise variety is just brilliant.
Sure. I mean, I'm a fan of starting medic and getting Sierra to self-isolate with an emetic in the IV drip, that sort of thing. I think that one's quite cool, especially for an explosion kill. You know, you can get that all prepared. As long as you get in the right disguise, you can pop it, and she's just there for you. But yeah, lots of fun to be had in Miami, and 2 apiece. Let's go and have a quick look at the mission briefing for Miami and see why we're here.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tungan Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Clients hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare.
Welcome back to Roulette Rivals World Championship 2021, this Group E match between Lewis and JohnnyAxXx. We are only 19 minutes past the hour. These lads have not been hanging around. An extremely quick Dartmoor and Johnny making Marrakesh, well, mincemeat out of Marrakesh to be quite honest. With a flying toilet, no less, you love to see it. But we're now off to Miami, the randomly decided map pick there. Look at that, Johnny. 5 visits. 5 wins, and Lewis though 5 visits, 4 wins, so it's not as if he's not had some experience here. Doing very, very well on Miami. In for fun, what is the spin?
It is Sierra Knox explosive weapon as the Blue Sea driver and Robert Knox electrocution as a race coordinator. Okay. 2 remote kills, quiet ones as well.
Yeah. They don't have to be loud. I mean, an explosive weapon, that can be a breacher. It doesn't have to be a ducky or a C4. You can eat if you wanted to. You can take the nitro off the map and use that. That's always an option.
Or you can take the carbon from the explosive liaisons hidden challenge.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
That's near the default entrance and a little safe there, isn't it? Of course, the easiest way to get into that would be to break it open using a breacher. But what's the point if you use an explosive?
What a trade-off.
Yeah, use an explosive to get the explosive. But I'm sure for style points, someone's going to do that one day. I would be interested to see it.
Oh yeah. Louis already in, and Johnny is looking at his inventory a lot. Still doesn't have an explosive weapon and loads in without one, so that is going to be a nitroglycerin or the carbon.
And look at that, Johnny. They almost synced up the loading in time there, as it were. even though Lewis did play a damn sight earlier. Johnny grabbing himself a race coordinator straight away, not boxing him, knowing he should be pretty safe there. Grabbing his pickup. And Lewis
this is
in the bar.
I think Lewis is looking for a sugar strat as soon as possible and then get the Blue Sea driver.
Yep.
And of course detonate. And if this was any other kill, then I would absolutely do what Johnny with the screwdriver on the car, which will make Robert run down. I think it's the second time we see someone do it, us together today.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and I just don't know about the electrocution spots at this part of the map, so I'd be curious to see, but I would have done laptop for this one.
Well, don't forget, I mean, it's right next to the aquarium. If you're going to lock him down, you've got all sorts of, fish tanks there to cause puddles. There's even a water cooler, and there's even, if you really wanted it, an electrical outlet. Which...
The outlet is what I realized last second. I think that could be the one.
Yeah, but I think I saw a micro taser in Johnny's loadout there. But either way, see where it goes. Lewis, in the meantime, is in the Kronstadt garage and is just about to put sugar in the petrol tank.
Good old 40-second cutscene, and for Johnny, Robert should be about to start running, and there you go. And this will be the spot to KO the guard, and then Robert will be a bit easier on PC. We saw I Like Hitman struggling with that. It's a quite finicky movement, but I think it won't be trouble for Johnny, but let's see.
Johnny knows his mechanics, doesn't he? Quite clearly.
And just like last time, bullet distraction to target lockdown following a leg shot, but wasn't sure where the suspicion meter came from, because I guess that was Robert, but I thought that he was looking away from 47. So.
I think it was Robert, but he's maintained his green guns with that as well. Look at this. Not even bothering downstairs. He's found a sink. He's cornered the guard on the stairs as well, so if that gets investigated. Robert Knox is dead. Johnny's in a Kronstadt security disguise and is off. Lewis is now set up Sierra. He's peekabooed her into the garage using the sugar strap and the Kowloon mechanic. Sierra has a breacher for a pillow. Lewis has just got to get out of here. Go find himself a Blue Sea driver.
Great race between the two, setting up these remote kills and actually detonating them. So it's one for Johnny and half a kill for Lewis.
Yeah, he's
and
all
then
set
we'll
up.
see the opposite ones.
Okay, we're probably going to see a crowbar on a door. Oh, of course, this guard's in the bloody way. Nope, that's okay.
Yeah, I think the door is the one. It's a bit further, but you can throw a distraction on this plastic chair, which you can't really see, or next to the box, of course. And well, guard will react, but also the Blue Sea driver. And I think the guard is just too far away to go for it. But I can see on the minimap that the guard started going.
Oh no, so he hasn't got the Blue Sea driver. Does he have a crowbar? No, because that's the same audio lure he's throwing now. Lewis seems to be confused as to why the Blue Sea driver isn't coming. That's because a guard is coming and he's throwing the same audio lure, which isn't going to stop the guard. There you go. You just saw behind him the question mark. So yeah, Lewis is going to have some trouble getting the Blue Sea driver here.
So now it is Johnny's turn to do the same. He's bumping the waiter, but just because he wants the cycles to be delayed a bit, because now this will be a prime opportunity to get that driver disguise. And I think...
Yeah, that's the driver walking
no one
in.
should look at him.
There he is. And Johnny's missed a double audio lure. He's going to have to wait for me to... Yeah, he's going to have to... Oh no, he got the double audio lure. I thought he'd stop moving.
So too, but now the security is there, and I guess Johnny's just going for it.
Doesn't spot him. Takes that disguise quite happily. Funny enough, is trespassing there. NPCs in there walk where they want sort of attitude. We did see some unfortunate rips earlier on, didn't we, with the crowd enforcers.
Yeah, and this one has a few as well, but Johnny will go through the driver's lunch. He also needs a bag of sugar, which he'll get from the
And that guard is
kitchen now.
finally investigating that running sink that he killed Bobby in. It took his
Just
damn
about time.
Yeah, he's gonna find Bob. It's all too late.
Oh, okay, the drivers are allowed there. I'm just not on Johnny's pace at the moment. He runs through this area and will now approach the Kronstadt garage and release Miami 101 from here.
Yeah. You say he's got his bag of sugar, isn't he? Picking up all the knockoutables he can.
He's even getting this
Yeah.
person. I've seen him do the same. And
Oh,
I
wow.
suppose it is seconds quicker, so why not? And if it is safe, then
Oh, we
it
got a
is
rip
worth
from
doing it.
Lewis. We got a rip from Lewis. No joy there. And Johnny has picked himself up a nitro. Oh, beautiful.
This will be nice. Well, yeah, when I meant it was going to be straightforward, I didn't mean the nitroglycerin kill, which I wonder what's the... Well, I guess it depends on the angles, but you don't want to open a door with that. And I think that will be a small obstacle for Johnny still. Can't wait.
True. Yeah, because if she lands on top of a boxer or a set of tires or something, you can't drag her down and box her. And of course, he will be trespassing. So he's going to have some issues to deal with there, but that's what he went with. And why the hell not? And look at that, it's a really quick peekaboo as well because he got rid of one of the mechanics, I suppose.
Yeah, so this is why it's such a great strategy, not just the fact that these guys may or may not be closer to Sierra, but this last change makes the peekaboo so much quicker.
Okay,
Oh,
so
but question. Yeah,
okay,
this
here we go.
team booster.
He has opened the door. He's boxed her. There's some big whoosh, but Johnny is now on his way to get himself a medic disguise. No cameras to worry about. He took care of that. Ambulance is just the other side of this corner here. Johnny is out. GG's to Johnny.
Ooh, that was ballsy, but worked out for him. And once you see the screen, this confirms the 4-2 win for Johnny.
7 minutes and 28 seconds in game time. 9 minutes and 50 seconds into the spin. Johnny takes round 3 to take this match 4 points to 2. Lewis didn't just had that horrible rip there in Miami. He just had the problems getting the Blue Sea driver, but was looking very, very nice indeed. Okay, I am aware we normally like to sit and chat about these matches, but there is another match on. Who is casting the other match there, Infer? With Throat and Pajero, isn't it?
It is barbecue.
Barbecue, okay. 420 is co-casting that. Right, we'll see you all over there. Infra Fun, thanks for adminning, and also thank you ever so much for jumping in the co-cast with me.
Glad to do both, and thank you for running GG's.
No worries, right. Catch you all later, everybody. Let's go see this game.